Gamers, the show begins so soon. Thank you for joining us. Stick with me. Some pretty crazy gaming is going to be happening in mere moments. It is nearly time. Today we've went with Sonic Sega Saturn era relaxing music VHS tape to watch Johnald and Spreek 2. Pretty specific playlists are coming out with nowadays, but it felt oddly appropriate. Where is the thread? I gotta post a link. Here we go. Dude, Gen 3 OU is popping off. There's 20 different matches on the ladder right now. Kind of wild. Where did Discord go? I believe we'll be getting started in about a minute or so, folks. Everybody, stay with me. Stick with me here. Z-Panther asking if I caught Kenny's Rev game. No. No, I did not. That sounds crazy. If it was insane enough, we can look into getting it covered for the Revival channel. Z-Panther, if you can hear me. My co-commentator situation has fallen through. Just saying. Join me, brother. You know where to find me. Oh my god, there was a Magmar? No way. Colin, I agree. I'm fond of both gamers myself. Is the music too loud, guys? Give it to me straight. We're gonna switch it up. We're pivoting back to Pokemon D and B Blue, relaxing drum and bass meets Chillwave Fusion tribute to watch Johnald v Spreek 2. We're back. Gamers, welcome. Can I be honest? I just woke up from a bit of a nap, but we're up, we're back. That stream yesterday was fucking crazy. We had like 60-some people in here for a while. Revival 3's back, and so are we. For Battle of the Week, the third iteration of Battle of the Week. Singing Crow's going to be flipping a coin. Let us know where it lands. In the meantime, go. New poll is live. Who will win? Who will emerge victorious? Will it be Frankie Swerve or Chungus Jerome? Or is that, this is Chungus's N, Jerome? Mid-Europe, I'm rooting for the Showdown mods to come in and end the match. Tetrafolium, also a known nap enjoyer. This is a fact. This is well known about Tetrafolium. Where the fuck is my Discord at? Oh, how did it? What? We're starting. Gaming is like about to occur, I swear to God. Any moment now. Any moment I'm going to be getting a game link from Johnald himself. Chungus Jerome has only 10 seconds left in this low bat. Oh, no. You've been giga drained, sir. Okay, you have an arrow. You have an Aerodactyl. Guys, Johnald told me he's got some insane stuff cooking. I mentioned this on stream yesterday if you didn't join. Well, that was an epic stream. You missed a hell of a stream. Tentacruel. The Tentacruel switch in. Frankie Swerve, you gotta... No. You gotta sack something else there. Because Tentacruel could actually take a hit from Arrow. Yeah, now you're getting intimed by Gara. This is not good. This is bad. Heat is gonna be happening. That's for sure. That's for certain. What is the poster on my wall? Oh my god, they're playing on tours? What? Why are they playing on tours? This is crazy. Game 1 is happening. It's turn 7. All right, hold on, folks. We're back. We're back. Who am I rooting for? Whoa, Spreek with 80% of the vote. Lead Alakazam crit fire punch into Glalie. What the hell? Oh shit, I'm not. This isn't the right. Hold on. Hold the phone. All right, we're catching up. We're catching up. We're good. We hear crit fire punch from lead Alakazam from Johnald. Many gamers wanting or expecting Spreek to beat Johnald. I'm a little surprised. Lot of respect for Spreek. Nothing wrong with that. Switch the scene. Mint, you're way behind you. I was gonna say way ahead of you. I'm a little behind you, but we got there. Wow, what a stay into the T-Tart. Living that earthquake is kind of crazy. Okay. By the way, no lefties on the Zam. Trying to keep up, folks. I'm waking up as this is happening. My co-commentator had to cancel on me. It's just me today. This is solely Azette's experience. What? Okay. Hydro Pump Starmie. Spreek never did get the lead spike they were hoping for with this Glalie. Purple Socks. Spreek plays insane offense. And Johnald plays insane stall. I think I may have run into Johnald before. I don't think I've ever run into them playing like a serious team on ladder. Maybe like once or twice. I don't know that I've played Spreek. And it's mixed or maybe even special Metagross. Still haven't even revealed half of Johnald's team. Flanky hoping for Dusclops to make an appearance. What about Duskull? Whoa! Okay. Shockwave Celebi Who had that one on their bingo cards? Be honest. Oh, the poster. I was asked about the poster. The poster, my partner works at Nintendo, and that's for the Peach game that came out. She like ended up getting that basically for free because they didn't need it anymore, and they were like gonna throw it away or some shit. Pretty cool perk. That's what you get for living in the Pacific Northwest. You get to work at Nintendo or Microsoft or Amazon. Don't do the last one. If you've played Ladder in 2025, you've played Spreek. Perhaps I have then. Yes, I'm well aware that Johnald is a big fan of... Oh my god, Reggie lives that. Holy shit. What a god, by the way. Alright, well this doesn't look that... This looks a little bit more offensively oriented to me. So far, from Johnald. Maybe trying to mix it up, catch Spreek off guard. Doug hard coming in on DDT-tar. And unless this is like adamant Doug, yeah, that is... a heads-up play from Johnald, and Spreek is running out of steam here. I guess Johnald also down to 3 Pokemon. And Johnald's going to try to sack the Doug. Does not want to switch anything else into the Gengar. I guess the Doug isn't overly helpful anymore. The Swampert is kind of low. I guess Johnald has other plans for that Swampert. Zap takes an Ice Punch. We've Thunder Waved the Gengar. And unless you get Paraluck, something in the back must be... Oh, that could be it. If you have simple grass coverage on the Zap, that is game. And as you may be able to see in the chat here, Spreek asking what was last. It was Celebi last for Johnald. They both brought it. And I am watching Smogtor's lobby like a hawk, waiting for Game 2. Game 2 has begun. Best of 3 set, folks. Johnald up 1-0. It's not too late to change your vote. Actually, it might be. I don't even know how voting works on YouTube because I start the polls. I never vote in them. Brick break meta. That's something you basically never see. Brick break meta. What does that mean? I guess if you're choice banned, is that choice band damage on a Zap? Depends on the Zap, I guess. 20%. CalcDex thinks that if it's an offensive Zap, choice band Brick Break would do about 24%. Maybe it's more of a defensive Zap, and the Thunder Wave could suggest that. Venusaur making an appearance. Maybe choice band Brick Break lead is to one-shot T-Tar without the risk of missing Meteor Mash. CB so Mag can't trap. Similar damage to Skarm as Mash. Interesting upside. Yeah, Colin, that's what I was wondering too. Like, what the heck is the Shockwave bring was wild. Machampion. That's a Pokemon that has hit the field. And we're back. Okay. This Venusaur has not hit a move. It's missed a pair of Leech Seeds and has suffered full paralysis. Oh, it did put the Zapdos to sleep. We got to give credit where it's due. But right now, neither of these gamers can hit a damn move. Kinky the Slinky, this is Battle of the Week. This is a Smogon official event. Every 2 weeks, this happens. This is the third one. Basically, 1 week, the community votes on a thread on Smogon, which is in the description of this live stream, who they want to see play. And the votes are tallied. And this week, it was determined that Johnald and Spreek would be playing. And then they game out best of 3. We stream it. 2 weeks ago, we watched Mielke versus Jimothy Cool. And so it's a little bit of a fun little exhibition match where the only stakes are pride, ego, Glory. Well, man, Spreek has 2 paralyzed Pokemon so far. Oh my god, what the hell? What does this bring from either of these guys? Dragonite is here. If you take away the Metagross, like, this could be like a Lance team from Gen 1 Elite Four. Or if you mix, like, Gary and Lance's teams together. Tetrafolium calling his shot, saying that this could be Doom Desire Jirachi. Okay, Heal Bell Dragonite. Thank goodness, gamers. That's a lot of Heal Bells going off. God damn. A lot of Mon had been paralyzed. And before Dragonite clicked that button, I was like, you can't let the Dragonite 2 get paralyzed. Everything is paralyzed. But yeah, Heal Bell Dragonite. It reminds you a bit of Refresh Dragon Dance Salamence. Rhydon is here to try to put a stop to it. Oh, the sub is crazy. And Spreek is going to try to disallow the sub from happening. And yeah, this is tough. Wow, that Rock Slide does so much damage. It's non-CB, like, just stab Rock Slide from... Okay, the Leech Seed is going to be helping massively this Venusaur trying to stick around for a little while longer. HP Fire, trying to catch Jirachi, I guess. Last could just be Giga Drain. Yeah, and what do you know? It's Giga Drain. Johnald maneuvering around the Venusaur well. Still has a Zapdos asleep. T-Tar's here for Spreek. There's another para. The Heal Bells are going to help. There are only 8 of them. Though no one brought any spikes. 0 spikes in this set so far. Oh my. HP Ghost, perhaps from the Machampion. And the Claydol doesn't have to worry about spinning, so maybe Spreek could look to be a bit more aggressive with this. Could pop this. Just clicks Earthquake. Surf Thunderwave Starmie is looking at a small but existent chance to kill with Surf. Oh my gosh. Crit Earthquake's wild. The even wilder part is if you keep recover looping, a subsequent Earthquake still isn't even enough. You need so many Earthquakes in a row because you're only netting like 15% damage per crit. That is a very unfortunate full pair because we've seen this interaction before where the Rhydon just gets to sub in many cases. I don't think... Can Dragonite just take like a single Rock Slide? No. Not at 85% because that's the least Rhydon is expected to do. What is Spreek's answer to this defensive Starmie simply clicking Recover? You can go Dragonite, again looking to get a Heal Bell off as Johnald goes to Rhydon, and simply can't do it. Very unfortunate. And I would probably just sub here if I'm... No, Johnald is just going to continue to Rock Slide. Had you subbed, you could have taken an Earthquake here, but now... You'd expect the Rhydon to get outsped. And yeah, how could I forget? Tetra, good point. This Rhydon is likely... Finally, the Dragonite gets the Heal Bell off. But yeah, para spam for Johnald runs into Heal Bell Dragonite. And finally, Johnald pulls into the sub, but Claydol is here. Is it Mega Horn? Maybe it is, but maybe Johnald was expecting Spreek to go elsewhere. Respecting Mega Horn didn't happen. And now Johnald's going to try to burn a turn of sleep. The 400th Leech Seed miss of the game. For Dazzy in the chat, welcome. Rhydon does look a little insane. The Gera can intim, but you never want to bring the Gera in on Rock Move, do you? We haven't seen it click a single button. With Heal Bell, could this be one of those like rest Dragon Dance variants? Z Panther suspecting, what if this is no Megahorn? I was going to have Null co-commentate this with me, by the way, folks. And sadly, he had a conflict. And it got in the way. So we'll have Null on some other time. But for now, my co-commentator is the chat. Oh, Tetra is suspecting, what if this is sub Swords Dance Slide Quake EQ Rock Slide coverage? Oh, Dragon Dancing on Protect. Spreek going for it all right now. Oh, and yeah, you needed a 40% no para there to really make some progress. Oh my god, I was looking for the Dragon Dance rest, but it's Chesto. Oh my fucking god, Spreek, this is a crazy set. And this could break through. Flinch doesn't get it, and there's a T-Wave. Man, if he had either the body slam miss or a flinch there or a crit, gets crit by Surf is also fucking insane there. That definitely does not kill. Defensive Starmie in a million years does not get that kill. That's fucking crazy. Very cool T-Tar set. I've seen that set before. All right, Dragon Knight, you've got +1. You cannot take Rock Slide. You don't get there with Earthquake, and you're gone. You're out of here. There's just too much health. Zapdos has been asleep for 4 turns. It's going to wake up. Gara going for it all here. You can take a single Rock Slide. You can take nothing else. Okay, HP Fly resisted. I guess that could have been Rock. This could be Jolly Gara to outspeed and threaten to one-shot Arrow. Not that that helps you much here. And finally, Johnald reveals that it's Crunch, Pursuit, Tyranitar. Oh my gosh. Crit Explosion from the lead CB meta takes out Jirachi. Spreek, force a game 3, man. The people believed in you. Down a Pokemon. And we're going to lead Venusaur. The Starmie is so damn low. This is honestly pretty close. Hidden Power Fire, basically the only click. Dragonite, of course, has left us. No more heal bells. So this is permanently paralyzed. Thunderbolt, the best click for Johnald. Oh my gosh. Dude, this luck is so wild. Some of the crits and paras have been a little insane. And the insanery continues. Alright. I said insanery. I think I was looking for insanity. Giga Drain. Spreek trying to squeeze every bit of health that he can. T-Tar is here. Flamethrower is going to absolutely get there. Claydol, the answer to T-Tar. You do get an Earthquake off. Claydol lives the crunch. The Gara's at 28%. So I don't really see a way. I don't think it's happening, folks. There's no way Gara can live a hit from T-Tar, so you got to kill it. The Starmie comes in and is living on 1% to the sand. It's probably going to T-Wave you. This does need to be like a... Even rest, Gara doesn't get there. It's revealed leftovers. You'd be asleep for too long. You have been Thunder Waved. You Dragon Dance for the fans. Oh my god, hold on, it is rest. It is rest, but you're just gonna be asleep now. Machamp comes in. It's got Rock Slide. Spreek needs to dodge. One Rock Slide, actually. One Rock Slide, and then you're faster. Okay, you're gonna wake up here. Does he get there? Was it HP Fly? Yes! Yes! Spreek brought it back! Hold on a second. We are going to a game 3, folks. No way. It was the one... Also, crazy that the Starmie still outsped Gera at +1. Holy fuck. Holy shit. No shot, bro. Game 3. For a moment, I think we all thought it was over. All right. DD Rest, Gera, and Tar. That was dope as shit. That's what we do this for. That's why these guys were the 2 that were voted in. The people knew that they'd be putting on a show and getting crits galore everywhere. That's so unfortunate, bro. Spreek is like, dude, Spreek has had some really bad luck this set. Just the fact that he was able to push it this far is already a little bit... Alright, you have your Dug Trap. Probably didn't want to have to bring it out this early. Man. By the way, folks, the Speed Pass ban has yet to be implemented. I'm certainly not enforcing it. I don't think JoaF is enforcing it. That could be Select Pass. This could be a Jilla Pass. Who knows? Perhaps time will tell. And yeah, the Dug Gambit is not happening. We're gonna go meta instead because Ice Beam is the obvious click from Johnald, bringing a bit more of a standard team. The first spike has been laid of the entire set. Yeah, that Heal Bell offense was crazy. Is this just Big 5 Jirachi from Johnald? Is there a Gengar spin blocker in the back alongside a Swampert? Okay, we are baton. It's Baton Pass, CM Pass is what we're doing. And we're getting it to a T-Tar that has been toxic. Excellent click from Johnald. Yeah, revealed leftovers. DDCM. So it's like Dragon Dance with like HP Grass. Dawn Fan, the ultimate Dragon Dance Tyranitar answer. If this thing has Protect, then the T-Tar's getting absolutely nowhere. And after toxic damage, yeah, actually, that is all that the T-Tar was able to do. And Spreek's whole team has been like torn apart by a crit and a Dawn Fan. Celebi can get one last CM pass off to like Zap, or you could go for this angle where the Celebi is gonna... It will stay alive. It will stay alive. And we're getting the CM to Doug. Alright. You eliminate Jirachi. The meta is still fairly healthy. The Celebi is a spike sack. Your Earthquake should be doing at least 80-ish%. So, unless Johnald gets some truly crazy Paraluck, or Protect, like double Protect, triple Protect shenanigans, should be okay. Does Spreek have enough? Dawn Fan is here. Does it have... Is it sporting Protect? Will Spreek try to save the Doug? I think I would. You might need it to finish off Blissey or something. But no, we're just going to be trading into Dawn Fan. You've given up the rest of the Doug for 31% on Dawn Fan. And it could be fair. Any HP from Zapdos is likely to kill at this stage. Yes, very much so. Blissey comes in. Okay. You can Baton Pass this right over to meta. And Seismic Toss, I think, would break. It does. It does. But can Dawn Fan take 2 Meteor Mashes? I don't even know that it can take 1. But Starmie can. Starmie can. And that is looking like defensive Starmie. We're going to Spike Sack the Celebi here. Okay. This is a big mind game here. Is Johnald going to go to Blissey? Because if Spreek Baton passes to meta and clicks Meteor Mash again, that might do it. If at some point the meta can get an agility off and then Starmie can no longer revenge with T-Wave, I think I like Johnald's position a little better, but I think there is a line. There's a world where Spreek can actually win this. And after 26 votes, the poll is actually dead even at 50% each. And this is really the first time in the whole set that either of them are taking that much time. This is perhaps the biggest decision to be made. What would you do if you were in either of these gamers' spots? If you're Johnald, like, do you have to go Blissey on electric move? If you T-wave the Zapdos and lose Starmie, the Zapdos plus meta should be able to break through, because Zapdos should be able to take like HP Rock once from Donphan at 76, surely, right? Johnald is gonna go Blissey, okay? This is the line. This is the universe where Spreek has a chance so far. Nice baton pass click. Otherwise, you're forced into baton pass. Meta comes in. If Johnald stayed in and had the balls to click T-Wave, that might have ended it. Metagross gets T-Waved and it's totally over. Is Bliss at 100? Blissey is in fact at 100%. Ice Beam, Seismic Toss, the only revealed so far. Oh, and it is no lefties. It is no lefties. Calling sub Lychee meta from Mint Yerb. I think you could be right. And they're both continuing to sit here and think. I wish I knew what was going on in their heads right now. These are two of the best ADV players on the planet right now. Amale, I won with Donphan Switch. This is so crazy. Dazzy is calling that this is simply CB. I think you could be, well, hold on. I think Ferdazi is incredibly correct, because I would expect this to be defensive Starmie on this structure for Johnald, and the Meteor Mash on a Choice Band Metagross is expected to do the amount of damage it did. So this is CB, meaning CB Meteor Mash is not expected to kill Blissey. The amount of, even modest Blissey, according to Calcdex, takes at most 99%. Would die after Sand. I did see some people in the chat wondering if counter could be at play. Johnald down to 2 minutes. They both have plenty of time. Since we're on Smog Tours, you start with 5 minutes, rather than on the ladder, you only start with 3. Yeah, people agreeing that this is a defensive. I mean, Nexhawk saying it's Spadef rather than defensive. Well, if that's the case, maybe there is a world where this is not choice banned. Does me outspeed Zap here? It's a good question. Johnald down to 1 minute. Johnald started this turn with over 210 seconds. He had like 3.5 minutes at least. Could be maybe bluffing no counter. What if you're Johnald and you're trying to make it seem like you're in a really bad spot, you don't have any good clicks, when really, like, you know you're clicking counter? It could be like an all-time bluff. Has anybody ever done something like that? He goes Starmie on Earthquake. Crit Earthquake. Oh my gosh. Okay, with no Starmie, does Spreek simply win from this position? Is there a world where Johnald can bring it back? Talk to me, chat. Is this nightmare me? It was not a level 97 Starmie. Shouts to Johnald, who brought Nightmare Starmie in a recent replay of the week submission. That was fucking crazy. What happens now? Crit doesn't matter, but Meteor Mash did but 48% to that very Starmie. Well, I guess Meteor Mash is resisted. I don't know what I'm talking about. There's the HP Rock. Does Zap still kill? Yeah, Zap is oh my god, Zap is expected to do at least 58.8. You know that this is always rounding up, so Donphan truly has 58.x%. Okay, Johnald goes Blissey. Okay, alright, this is... I want... Is Johnald actually still favored? Doubling back to Donphan. Spreek has to go meta here now. And now it's a mix-up, Spreek cannot go back to Zap again. Spreek has to know exactly what Johnald is clicking. He goes, Zap, tell me it's Earthquake. It was. But Donphan has healed too much. It lives the HP Grass. But even so, it would allow meta to come in, outspeed, kill with whatever button you want to click. And then Blissey has to come in and take that same click. Johnald down to 10 seconds. Oh my gosh. Oh, he stayed in. Hidden power rock. That has to be game. Everything's too chipped. Spreek can't kill the Donphan anymore. That's game. No way. Johnald is gonna win this. No shot for Zap. Yeah, the Blissey's way too healthy. There's no world anymore. You need Thunderbolt crit, para into full para, into Thunderbolt crit, full para, into Thunderbolt crit. And Johnald won just enough of those coin flips and a critical hit at the very end. Just for good measure. Very good games. Holy shit. That was crazy. And at the end, the poll has ended. 53% of gamers believed in Spreek. And for those of you who are Spreek fans, I am sad to tell you that you were wrong. Johnald with the dub. Slight underdog coming out with a win, leading it to more of a comfort pick. Very interesting end game. Those mind games, super fun to watch. Unfortunate what happened to the Vaporeon very early on. Forced Spreek to reveal and Doug trap the T-Tar right off rip. And that gave Spreek one less tool to trap this Blissey later. There were a couple crits in the mix there. Para full, para times 10, says Benji, yeah. That was crazy. Good games. Good games. Thanks to both gamers for putting on a show for everybody in the community. Very glad that JoaF created this series. Before JoaF made the post on Smogon and was like, hey, we're doing this, I was thinking of doing something like this, but I'm glad somebody else is organizing it and I can just stream it. That's division of labor at its finest. JoaF, by the way, did you guys know JoaF is in grand finals of I think ADV Global Championship on Smogon or whatever the hell tournament. There's so many different fucking how is anybody to keep up with all the different events? James Carr, the speed band pass seems like it's doing okay for the metagame. Well, it isn't even implemented on the ladder yet. So, I guess with the CM pass Celebi, that tells us that nothing else on the team could have had a way to pass stats. But this set was in fact devoid of any speed passing, and I had a great time. So I guess I cannot disagree with you. Some healthy debate in the chat between two incredibly strong players about whether a certain decision was correct or incorrect. Write some essays on it, post it to the Zetscord, continue the discussion in the Zetscord at some point. Was meta at 58? Check EQ roles fan versus meta. Donphan is expected to be able to do 63 to 74% against CB meta. And as we were nearing the end game, the meta stepped on its spike and hit 51%. So I don't think it was ever going to be able to live Donphan EQ for any of the relevant decisions over the past, like, 8 or so turns. Yeah, wish we could have seen this game without that game 1 crit, but that's the game we play, man. For some reason, we've all decided to get into competitive Pokemon. Every game has its quirks. But gamers, I have, can you believe, okay, so right now it's 5:40 p.m. for me on the West Coast. I have a flight in about 12 hours, like 5 a.m. I am out of here. I'm going to Toronto for the System of a Down Deftones concert. It's going to be dope as hell. So I will be out of commission for a few days. I'm going to get back in town this upcoming weekend. Stoked to do that. I've got a couple videos on the back burner. Not sure when the next one's going to come out. Just heads up, if you're a fan of the channel. I might try to take a little longer on each video and release fewer videos that are of higher quality. I think that's where I want to take the channel. I don't know that, like, posting multiple videos a week is sustainable right now. I think I'd rather it be like 1 video a week or maybe 1 video every 2 weeks. And when that video comes out, everyone knows that is a banger. If that's dropped a video, that must mean it's good. That's kind of like the vibe I want to try to strive for. So I don't think I'm going to post like highlights or anything of like replay of the week or like the top video of replay of the week. I think I'll still stream like once or twice a week. We'll do the replay of the week stream once a week. That's still going to happen. But whenever I drop a video, it's going to be high effort and it's going to be worth your time. Little baby channel update. But because of everything going on the next couple days, the whole Toronto trip, I'm going to call it pretty soon. These Battle of the Week streams are meant to kind of be hit and run. We get in, have a good time, we get out. And I think that's largely what I got for you gamers. My room is a little bright. There's a lot of white happening on my face. It's making me look a little less tan than I really am. This doesn't represent me. I'm a little tanner than you might think. I've been spending a lot more time outside than you might expect. Rip the Anorith video. I know, Flanky, I know. I mean, one day when I have like 4 jillion subs, I'll have like a secondary like clips highlight channel like all like the big YouTubers do. Of course, that may never happen. It's probably pretty unlikely. But those are the ideas for now. Imagine if that DD-tar was grass on CM Pass. They would have been so goated in a fan. Yeah, that's a really good point, actually. You would expect... I mean, I guess you're passing the CM to T-tar in certain matchups to have, like, the Spadef. But I would chuck grass or Ice Beam onto that particular DD-tar. Johnald clicking Toxic on the switch to whatever the CM was going to. Heads up click. That's a veteran click right there. I'm less pasty than the average Pokemon, the average white Pokemon player. There's a lot of non-white Pokemon players out there that would put my pastiness in I would be put to shame. JoaF saying, bro, still pronouncing my name wrong. Well, here's the thing, brother. I've never known I was pronouncing it incorrectly, and I still don't know. Is it just JoaF, like a loaf of bread? I will say the stylization of capitalizing the J and the F is, it's leading me to believe that I pronounce the Joa and then the F is on its own. It's kind of off to the side a little. It's a different thing. It's a new part of the word. So hit me. Let's take this to DMs. Okay, we don't need to air out our dirty laundry in front of all like 7 people in the chat still. But thank you for running this event. If you haven't voted, voting is live for next week. And in fact, this match was probably supposed to happen sometime last week. So the next battle of the week is actually next week. This is the voting week. So the match was postponed a few days. Voting concludes this Saturday or Sunday. Check the thread. It's in the description of the live stream. And then we'll be doing another battle of the week next week with whoever wins the poll. So make your voice heard. For those of us in the chat that are not Smogon banned, I saw one of you hanging out in here that's permad. I see you hanging out. You're welcome here. You're always welcome in my chat. As long as you're not a total jerk off. Yeah, Benji, thank you. No, but like, how do I pronounce it exactly? Tetra saying, what if it's pronounced like JoaF? Well, then why would what do I do with the A? What, the A is just silent? It's no biggie, but you're still not telling me how to pronounce it. So you're setting me up for failure, JoaF. I'm going to option select. Every time I say your name, it's going to be a new pronunciation. I'm going to create a new pronunciation. I got to pack. I haven't begun packing. I mean, we're only going to be gone for a few days. I'm bringing but a backpack. It's like loaf. JoaF, you are free to do. It's your prerogative to stylize your name with whatever capitalization you see fit. I will argue, and this isn't me being defensive. This is me trying to help you for the future. You're setting up the stranger, soon-to-be friend of yours, for failure. Have you ever heard of the r/tragedy subreddit? Let's explore quickly. I'm cutting the stream in like 3 minutes, so you guys stick with me. Did I spell this correctly? Let's see. r/tragedy. The whole idea of this subreddit is basically we're making fun of like white suburban moms who give their children insane names that don't sound insane but that are simply spelled insane. So like spelling Mary like this for some reason. This is all the wave the past like 5 years. We've all seen like names like this. Mercedes JD, and my son is Ferrari Amari. My son's name is Honda Civic. First tragedy I found out in the wild. I'm not trying to say that the JoaF stylization is a tragedy, but it's not far from it. Let's enjoy a few of the top tragedies of all time, quickly. This is a great subreddit to be a part of if you've suffered brain rot like myself and find yourself on Reddit. My mom named me after Naruto. This guy is named Ninja Egg Salad or some shit. I'm not a Naruto enjoyer. No, I'm not a hater. I've never watched it. Don't shoot. So I don't get the reference. We decided to go with 10. TEGHN. JoaF, these are not the people you want to be associated with. Might I suggest undoing the capitalization on the F? Just a friendly suggestion. I've got you loud and clear. It's JoaF. I'm gonna put a disclaimer on all my previous live vids. Or if you must keep the F, like add a little disclaimer after your name, after your username, like parentheses, like of bread, and then people will make the connection. Yeah, Tetra, I understand. I understand. Yeah, Z Panther. I will tell you straight up, Z Panther. Please don't try to get me to watch Naruto. I'm not a big anime guy. Here, let me show you guys something real quick. There's a lot of people out there like me. For a second, that probably sounded really weird because all you could see was me wearing a red hat. I'm saying there's a lot of people like me. I'm a white dude with like a beard from the Midwest, and you're like, is that a no? It's not a MAGA hat. I'm an Inuyasha enjoyer. I'm really an enjoyer of whatever was on Toonami when I was like 9. Like exactly 9 years old. All that stuff. Rurouni Kenshin, Fooly Cooly, Cowboy Bebop, all that stuff. Like that wave of anime. The Toonami core anime. I'm on board. And I know that Naruto was in that mix at some point. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. From my recollection, it wasn't like first wave. It wasn't. It was rolled out a little later on, and I missed the wave. I missed it. I was moving on to separate things in my life. Tetra, I can't disagree too hard here. If JoaF also had the capitalization, then at worst, some people are going to be thinking that it's JoaF, which is kind of sick. You could get JoaF, but I think some could go to JoaF. They might get JoaF out of that. Watching Fooly Cooly while too young to understand it. I also did not really understand what the hell that was about. And later on, somebody was like, you realize you understand what Fooly Cooly is about. I was like, wait, really? Gamers, thank you so much, as always, for watching. We'll be back again. We've gotten a lot of Replay of the Week submissions already. ADV Revival 3 has already begun. How about that? I expect some pretty good submissions for the upcoming week. And I'm still looking for a guest. If anybody has any suggestions on who you think would be a good guest, somebody who could shoot the shit, watch some mons, crack a couple jokes, drink a beer or two. You don't have to do all of those, but you need to do several of them. Hit me up. Johnald just posted on the thread. On the Battle of the Week thread, Johnald has stated, I may have stole the set, but Spreek stole the hearts of the people. Couldn't agree more. GG's to both players. Thanks to everybody for watching. We'll catch you next time.